Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
No niin, heipä hei ihmiset, mitäs menee se Osiris täällä ja jatketaan vielä jonkin aikaa ainakin tällä pelillä. Pari tuntia, jotain sellaista.
Captain, I must say, your thrilling management of the UDL troops at HRS-1084 was masterful to, remotely keep apprised of.
Okei. Okei. Sitä miekkiin, eli nyt mennään Phineas Labiin.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. Good luck, Captain.
Luck good. Melkein haluaisi ottaa kyllä vikaarin mukaan. Ei. Onks tuo Clio Saint Storage Facility? Joku Storage Facility tuo alun perin ollut. Mä menen saa tosta ensimmäisestä selvä.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah.
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
Okay.
Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Okay.
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course. What's on your...
Ei oo mitään. Okei. Back to the ship. Shippidippi. Byzantium. Hiljaista. Noniin. Se mikä mun piti katsoa vielä tosta. Naakasta oli. No joo. Ei siinä ollut mitään.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Mun piti heittää tuo yksi ase tänne jo aikoja sitten. Jos ne jaksais kehittää, niin ehkä sitten.
I understand we have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. Welcome back, Captain. How can I require...
Ei sano mitään muuta. Se on Terra 2 siis tuo. Okei. Okei. Täällä on paljon.
We are now in orbit above
Kuten
Byzantium,
kestämistä.
Captain.
Can we talk?
Joo, kato Eli.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do.
Aw.
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm just suggesting we stop by when we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. Yeah, exactly.
Okei. Haha.
Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too? Because it would be fun.
Okei, tässä joku. Joku.
It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it. Yeah, just don't let it go to your head.
Okay.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. Oh, and help yourself to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that. That's the idea. Anything else?
Okei. Um,
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it. Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
älä aloita minukaan.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion. This is why I hate metaphors. Look, I see a lot of people, inside and out. When you get down to it, we're all made of the same stuff. Once you accept that, nothing much surprises you.
Mut me haluu yllättää se jollain tavalla.
Well, let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony? And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas. Uh-huh. Sure.
Meillä on jo tarpeeksi rahaa.
Everybody's got an angle. I'm just wondering what yours is. I knew a doctor like him once. He had a patient complaining of ankle pain, so he amputated the man's foot. Wasn't even the right one. Point is, good intentions don't count for shit. And nothing's more dangerous than a crusader with a cause. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
Oikeastaan se on.
Hate to say it, but the right thing? The board's put a bounty on his head, and I've got no love for the corporation.
Okay.
Exactly. You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, so I probably don't need to tell you this, but look out for yourself. No one else out here will.
Etkö edes sinä?
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything
Mitä?
else?
Pitääkö mun maksaa tolle?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced. Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile. What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
Okay.
That's what I've been...
Ellie on vähän no, ankea. Okei, eli mä otan Ellien ja Parpatti. Uusi paikka, eli tässä menee vähän aikaa, kun näitä alkujuttuja täällä keräilee ja näin. Okei.
Do you mind? I'm needing someone. Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you? Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Okay.
Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Okay.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh. Seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Okay.
And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you? I don't know how else people are supposed to complain about things they can't change, but that's not the point. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
Okay. Hei hei. Tää vaikuttaa oudolta paikalta. No, se tää.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
Nohan just korjaa tuolla juttuja. Mitäs me pääsin sisään? Tästäkö? Okei. ahtaanaoloinen paikka. Tästä ei vissiin pääse. Okei. Mitä sen jännempää?
All my hard work's finally paid off.
Okei, täältä ei pääse minnekään. Ainakaan vielä. Okei, tää on vasta tällainen. Noniin. Nyt nähdään tää oikea kaupunki. Pitkä. Noniin.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
Ja, tää on rikkaita
What
alue
a
siis.
thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid,
No.
you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Se on kuitenkin jotain pornoa.
Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Okei. Epäilyttävää kyllä vieläkin.
Enjoy 6 cups worth of concentrated caffeine in every dollar.
Jos hää menee. Hän katosi. Okei, mitäs muuta täällä on? Salon Club. Kiinni. Kiinni. Okei. Sit toinen sai käyttää. Joo, tehdään vaan noin.
Not super accurate. I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
Kiinni. Kiinni. Luxury Mutionit. Onpas tää. Kauppa.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else. Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-Bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it. Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise. Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay. Indeed. Now, what are you in the market for, my fine friend?
Okei, katsotaan. Minkäs taso asetta sillä on? Vermin 2, eli level 29, joo. No. Samaako miula? Hei, tämä. Kiitos. Sitten mä otan siihen ton. Ei, täällä on jotain tällaisiakin. Niin voisi ostaa tän. Joo, pitää etsiä tuo workbenchi. Onks nää kaikki sellaisia? Ei. Mä ajattelen, että ne vois kaikki pölliä. Tuolla oli workbenchis löytää. Paitsi jos se on siellä alhaalla joten. Mitä toinen?
Have you tried our new cocktail sponsored by Rizzo's? 1 part purple spectrum vodka, 1 part artificial tomato-like substitute juice. We call it a Blue Bloody Mary. Oh. I don't believe in work. Work is for auto mechanicals and lower classes.
Okay.
By auto mechanicals, of course. Byzantium's fleet of mechanical servitors are programmed to simulate a labor force, but without all the unsightly workers milling about. We all have our roles in society. I like to think of myself as an entrepreneur. This drinking establishment is my investment. Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka is about to release its newest color, ultraviolet, completely invisible to the naked eye.
Okei. Joo, sulta ei tullut kyllä mitään järkevää. Okei. Okei. Ei. Okei.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery, and you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the center of Halcyon.
That's a figure of speech.
I know that.
Okei. Tää oli sitten ihan oikein tekemistä.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
Okay.
Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Okay.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
Okay.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
Okay.
My dear, fashion is a performance art. An outfit without a body is like an instrument without a player. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. Goodness, look at those atrocious contours. The sheer brutality of its design offends the senses and shocks the mind into a state of palpable excitement. I adore it. 2 outfits remain.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
Yeah.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
No niin, saa parvattikin.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Okay,
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe...
Groundbreaker, niin tietenkin.
I can't... What can I...
Noniin. Mitäs nää on? Onks tää niinku headwear? Oho. Tää meis kyllä tuolla Elliellä aika hyvin. Kerta minulla on rahnaa, niin käytetään. Joo. Noita me ei saa ostaa. Joo. Anja Alialle piti antaa nää perkit. katsoin, että olisiko minulla ollut... Ei. Mikäs täällä on tää? 21. Tos 29, 14, 5.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find?
En oikein tykkää tosta yhdestä tehtävästä, mistä täällä noita eri asuja. Mutta joo. Hitsi tuo Depsiero on niin hullu. Onneksi me ostetaan. Sitten oli tää Plasma Ultra. Tähän ei muuten saa äänenvaimenninta, mutta ei se minua haittaa.
And art, culture, working toilets.
I'm sure other colonies have cities like this.
But those are so far away. I'm talking about...
Ai niin. No noin.
In that case.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her out. Oh, this is real scary.
No niin, jes. Se on sitten se sitten vasta. Mietitään tätä kaikkea muuta. Ja tää on sidequesti. Okei. Ei tullut se. Mikä City and... City and Stars, joo. Tehäs tää.
Remember that strange light?
Tonne ei varmaan voi hukkua, jos tossa tikapuut.
Your best find this week. Go.
I don't know if someone else is slandering trademark product.
Pretty good.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore?
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of...
Alright, how does this sound?
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 knock.
Me vähän tutki täällä ympäri ämpäriä, että löytyykö täällä mitään.
It's time for a KYO.
Joo. Joo.
Promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the many rewards reaped from your diligent labor. Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
Hetken, onko tässä joku tehty? Oh. Käydään sekaksi tää. Aha, tääkin on ihan oma alueensa. Hei. Wow. Kaikki ovet on kiinni.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. He's right. Since when can you afford authentic Terran marble?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead. I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do.
Eli?
We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather substantial.
You what? What vulgar company you keep, Marilyn. Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
No sairaita.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Mehän ei lähetä.
She hasn't changed a bit, I see. That's it? You just want us to disappear now? Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Pistäkää paikka matalaksi, pistäkää.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Let's talk outside.
Saisiks me ampua jotain vaikka ton kukaan? Okei, mitä olen aika. En halua mitään peruuttamaan ton. Aivan tossiin. Enkä me osunut. Osuin. Kestävä pullo.
What do you think you're doing?
Okei, viimeinen testi. Hop, älä lähde karkuun.
What in the void did you do? I didn't like how things went down either, but did you have to go and kill them? I guess I did too. You're on your own.
Ja.
It's
Piti testata. Piti testata. Piti tehdä siinä. That felt bad. Okei. Lähdetään kiltistä. Mennäs ulos juttelemaan Elviellä.
A word, Captain?
No niin, jatketaan. Eli jutelas Ellielle. Yes, Ellie. My smelly.
Can you believe those two?
Mm-hmm.
We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. and I've got a reputation to maintain.
Okay.
I hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective. But I want to talk about me now. Can I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead? Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me.
Ah.
I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind?
Tää kuulostaa hyvältä. Okei. Missä se toimisto on? Okei.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain, we meet all sorts of new people.
Sure, best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kind of hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Käviks meitä? Bureau of Exploration? Mitä käydä joskus?
Don't I ever?
The dissidents actually...
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Siis minne mennään? Mitäs tää nyt sanoo? Visit Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. Niin, mutta missä? Okei. Jos mä kävisin nyt tossa paikassa, mikä tuolla on? Mikäs paikka tää on? Yeah.
Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
Okei, alkaa olla sinut tän alueen kanssa. Täällä ei kovinkaan moni näköjään ovi auki. Oiks tää nyt se? Ei, tää oli tää asemesta.
My dear fellow,
Käydäs tää. Okay. Victor.
Welcome to the Bureau of Exploration. We're not currently offering any tours.
Okay. Mut me saa mennä tänne siis. Hei Victor. Minä tuli tälle puolelle.
Sorry, but we don't provide directions.
Rellumarkki 2.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've ever seen visitors in the Bureau before, come to think of it.
Okay.
Are you serious? You're a sightseer? I didn't know people like you even existed. Oh, this is just too perfect. Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance, and so on and so forth. I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Would you be interested in a trial run?
Okei, ennen kuin aloitetaan, mikä on ihan nopeasti tossa. Noniin, ilahdetaan taas tätä vanhan miehen elämää lisää.
Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking sights around Halcyon. We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. All you have to do is follow the beacons to adventure. That slogan's a work in progress. So, what do you think? Are you interested?
Okay.
Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass, pointing the way to the next beacon. When you find a beacon, this device records your discovery and directs you to the next stop on your tour. Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back here to claim your commemorative hat. Simple!
Hattu. Onks täällä teidän Find First Beacon? Okei.
I'll keep it down. Real slick.
Te ootte tällä puolella.
Okay, moving out.
Ups. Ja
Be right there.
kaikki hyvin. Okei, tossa on hissijonkki. Otetaan hissijohokki. Ollaan ei geneerisen näköisiä näitte kypäriä ja näitte kanssa. Okei. Kiinni, auki. Pysy kaukana. Kenenköhän toimisto tää on?
All right, heading back. Real slick.
Me tykkään niin, että tässä voi oikeasti pölliä eikä sillä ole mitään ikäviä vaikutuksia. Tää tyyppi tekee karttoja. Täällä ei ollut mitään jännää. Tylsää. Ei nyt vielä pyörähän kerran tässä huoneessa kato ympärillä, niin että jos täällä olisi jotain. Ei ollut. Tällainen paikka. Aivan, me sai roska-aseita. Tätä kun tinkerää, niin tää menee vähän paremmaksi. Joo, siihen me luota. Tuota Presium. Tämä mantisaurieläin, niin se tulee niin kuin alun perin jostain pienestä kärpäsestä ja sitten siitä tulee sellainen larva ja sitten siitä tulee tällainen. Se koko ero on ihan älytön. Mistä se lähtee ja mihin se päätyy. Just a thought. Okei. Sitten oli tämä. Tossa on yksi rakennus ja tuolla on... Tää on vissiin se päärakennus sillä pääjehulle täällä.
Don't you think we ought to go? Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
Did you hear? Marjorie Dalton and Archibald Harris are redecorating with real crystal faux windows.
Laws. Don't they know those went out of style 3 weeks ago?
So did their marriage, apparently. I'd wager my inverted bathtub she backs out of the contract first.
Nää porukat saa meu ihon kanan lihalle. Okei, mä ois pitänyt kyllä katsoa, että mikä tehtävä tää on ennen kuin menen tekemään tätä tehtävää. Myönnettäköön. Okei. Okei, katsotaan. Jörnäli. Tää oli tää... Ai niin, tää oli tää Alien Invasion systeemi, joo.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Okei, no pitäis päästä jonnekin kellariin vai? No, Cascadian. Okay. Mitä? The first extraterrestrials? Tää me haluan lukea, että... Okei. Okei, mitä me unsiilasi? Mistä? Kerta täällä ei oo ketään estämässä minua, tai näkemässä minua. Mitä ihmettä me teemme? No. Vähän katsoin, että onks nää jotain kesäruokakulhoja. Ei, se oli tupakan tumpailla. Kellari. Sitä Parvati ja Ellia on sellainen niinku hyvä, että ja Parvati on just sellainen niinku, kun on ignorantti kaikille ja Elli on taas sellainen tosi kyyninen ja näin. Mielenkiintoinen tiimi. Ja me vie Ellia, ehkä.
Wow, look at the size of this basement. That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Do you always have?
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon.
Ai, avaruusolioita.
I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain.
Okay.
There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure. We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Okay.
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock? The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Kyllä siellä saattaa olla alieneita jossain.
Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all. You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Hei! Mies saisi se... Okei.
I try not to, at least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your
Periaatteessa
hands.
haluaisi hyvää kaikille sillä niinku, että niin edespäin. Niin.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try. Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Okei, Finas.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last time, no.
Oli pakko
I
tarkistaa.
need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Wrong answer.
They got the drop on them.
Jap. Siellä on robotti. Onko se heikko? Häh! Se oli se heikko. Tiili. Eikö osu? Ai kato se ei. Kuka täällä vielä? Me tykkää tästä tykistä. Tämä on hyvä snipu. Kuka tää?
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project. What do you think you're doing?
Wow. Ai, se, okei, anteeksi,
Oh, my mistake.
Okei, se on vielä varastamista. Board reputation decreased. No, siinä ei oo mitään uutta. Okei. Lili ei tuole tyytyväinen. Okei, me ei varmaan täältä mitään. Ei kehtä varasta tosuttu. Okei. Se on nyt tehty. Tadaa! Voi voi. Hou. Mitä? Okei. Nää ei tykkää minusta ollenkaan. Tätä me en osannut ottaa. Onks tää nyt, koska meillä on... olemme jo... Ehkä me ois pitänyt koittaa lahjossa. Pentä. Ei maha mitään. No, Bardi ei tykkää minusta ollenkaan nyt, joten... Tää ei oo hyvä juttu. Mitä? Kenenkaan me ollaan vielä tappeleessa sitä? Onks nää nyt nää siviilitkin täällä? Ei. Ne on ihan näitä. Okei, lähdetääs pois täältä alueelta. Tää näyttää menevä hämmentävämmäksi koko ajan. Wow. Tämä on huolestuttavaa. Aivan koska me ne eläimet tossa hoitelin, niin se ei oikein tykännyt. Me on pakko nyt tehdä, me jää tohon jumiin muuten. Ne ei vielä hyökkää minun kimppuun, se on nyt ihan varma. Sillä me en enää maha mitään. Ja minun tapeltava tieni tuolla. Se vaan, että alkaako jokainen siviili nyt pelkäämään minua tällä alueella. Me ei pysty... Okei, se alkaa tästä, okei. Tämä on tosi paha takaisku. En minä ajatellut tätä ihan loppuun asti, että kun me suutetaan Bardia, en suostu lahjoon niitä, niin en ajatellut, että se menisi ihan näin. Mietin, olisikohan jossain joku paikka, jolla me saisiko hän minun repu ylöspäin. Bardin kanssa. Oikeastaan me lähden nopeasti täältä paikasta pois varmuiksi. Saaks me varpata? Pentele. Pentele.
Something's not right. Here they come!
Okei. En maha mitään tällä asialla. Mut nyt mie en annakaan niitä koiria. Mie luulin, että ne oli minulle aggressiivisia, mutta ei ne ollut oikeesti. Tässä vähän lääkettä, ne saa kaveritkin ylös. Onks tässä vähän vielä hollisia vielä? Se voi olla, että minulla ei oo tähän paikkaan enää mitään asiaa tän jälkeen. Onks nää ihmisetkin minulle niinku vihaisia? Ei.
I'm thinking about having my pipes plated with real plastic.
Onks nää niinku minun vihollisia oikeesti? Pystyks me Nier hostais?
Winifred and Dora had their
Mielenkiintoista. Nää ei oo hostareita minulle.
That's one right there. Can't you just see this? Oh, there. That's one right.
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking.
Syhykset on likaset. Me.
Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in whatever hovel you came from.
Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness.
Abortti koittaa tappaa minua, että...
What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. The worst thing to happen to Halcyon, a contest that gives even the lowliest, most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair?
Kuulostaa aika fishiltä.
Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Kyllä.
Yes. Listen to your...
Sanoit jotain loukkaavaa.
What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a
No
fabulous
näin, oikeastaan
arrangement,
minua ei
and you'd be
kaduttaa, se
thrilled to
oli
lend me your
jokaisen
services.
tyypin täältä kadulta
Aren't you?
telottaisi.
Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require.
I do like the money.
Fantastic. Consider... I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way.
Totta.
Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you.
Ne hyökkää kyllä minun
These
kimppuun.
codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs.
Me veikkaan, että se turvallisuusporukka hyökkää suoraan minun kimppuun, kun me on nyt niin huonossa välissä niitä.
The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital. Now, do we have any further business? I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you,
Tällä kertaa
it's
tää meni
earned. My grandfather
melkein.
taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time.
No okei, jos tolleen pääsee rikkaaksi, niin huhhuh. Mikä maailma?
You're welcome.
Veikkaan, että siinä on jotain muutakin ollut pakko. Okei, onks toi minulle vihainen? Oot se minulle vihainen? Ootko vieläkin vihainen? Sä oot vihainen. You are my enemy. Tuo laukauksen ääni on kyllä siisti. Se kaikkialla suhisee. Mitä? Hetkonen, onks tää? On. Jep, me mennään suoraan sisään, me ei tarvii mitään. Me en tarvii nyt mitään tällaisia beat around the bushes juttuja, koska ne vihaa minua jo valmiiksi. Suoraan vaan ei tuo ovesta sisään, Matrix-tyyli. Tämä oli kiva pikkupaikka, mutta...
Watch out! Down they go! Watch out! Throw it once! How about that?
Ai, ohi meni.
What another fight me?
Sitten minä voi pelata vaan kaikki. Kakkonen, Elliä. Sillä on varmaan ihan surkea ase. 300, mut sä haluat pistooli varmasti. Ota tuo. Se on pistooli. Eikö se ookin pistooli? Handgun, kyllä. Kohdalla vetää sulla vähän parempi. Tai siis sellainen ihan, mikä ampuu lyijy. Täällä on aika paljon luutettavaa. Jaksanko luutata kaiken? Ei minun kyllä tarvitsis välttämättä luutata kaikkea, mutta... Taas nyt... Nyt minulle tulee muuten tästä paikasta minulle tulee niin paljon just tää Dishonored Whipoi. Okei, tosta pääsee ulos. Tän tehtävän jälkeen me voisin vaihtaa peliä, mutta...
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Okei, onko täällä vielä jotain? Okei. Hei, täällä on pöytä flipattu. Steelbook. Kamera.
How did you get in here?
Tapoi kaikki. Kaikki systeemit.
You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent?
Oh, my law. Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow!
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Drugs, of course. What else would it be? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
He's got no idea what we're asking about.
Will that be all, then? Process of elimination. The only other person with access? Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
Okay.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Okay.
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still?
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
Hey.
Halcyon Holdings Corporation, the collective of companies that run the colony together. Allegedly in partnership with the Earth Directorate and appointed Minister of Earth. Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Okay.
That's good, because there are sure to be more at headquarters. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense.
Yeah.
The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles.
Kyllä.
Wait. Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat.
Well, it's something. Yeah.
And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
Okei, tää otti aika mielenkiintoisen käännöksen, mutta meillä on vieläkin se ongelma, että kaikki vihaa minua tässä paikassa. Tai siis kun täällä on niin ne vartijat tietenkin. Joo, paljon kello on. Joo, me voisin vaihtaa peliä tohon The Last of Usiin. Mie en kehtaa varastaa tuo suuttuu siitä, niin. Joo. Siihen niin, ja katsellaan tätä sitten taas ehkä aamusella tai jotain muuta vastaavaa. Mutta hei, kiitos, että olitte messissä. Meitsi hokkaa vähän välipala ja sitten jatkaa Last of Us 2 kanssa. Morjentete.